Hey guys, it's Catherine here, and I wanted to talk to you guys today about the spiritual race. Okay, so I was talking to a friend last night, and I asked her if I would be able to actually create a video about our conversation last night because it was really inspiring something in me that needed to be said. Um, anyways, the friend was we were talking back and forth, and she said, just bear with me because I'm still in my infancy. And I said, well, we are all in our infancy. Um, because this thing called life is not about being, the wisest person. It's not about being the baby. It's not about running a fucking race. Really, at the end of the day, it's not about running a race. Spirituality is a journey, and your discovery of your own spirituality, your discovery of your own ability to tap into spirit, that is all a journey. It has nothing to do with a race. It has nothing to do with the person that's right here. It has nothing to do with the person that's right here. It has to do with your own individual journey into yourself. And so some days you might feel like, oh my God, I am getting it. I am so getting it. I'm on fire. And then there's going to be other days where you're watching Netflix all day and you're eating all this junk food and stuff because that's as much as what your soul can muster. Both are absolutely fine. Both are absolutely in tune with what your soul is needing in that moment. And maybe meditating actually brings you to this higher level than what watching Netflix does. But at the end of the day, if your soul is feeling burnt out and you've been going and going and going and going, then watching Netflix might actually be the absolute best thing for you to do for yourself in that moment. And it has nothing to do with getting anywhere. It has nothing to do with getting better than another person. There's a lot of spiritual snobbery that happens in the new age world, and it's where one person might go, well, I'm more spiritual than them because I meditate every day, or I went on my silent retreat and it was absolutely amazing, and she's just been over here watching Netflix and whatever. And it's so interesting to see that ego can actually show up and disguise itself as being a spiritual, enlightening fact, when in fact, when ego's showing up and saying that one person is more spiritual than another person, it's actually showing that your own ego is still running the show. And there's nothing wrong with ego. I'm actually writing a book right now about falling in love with your ego. The problem becomes when you start to compare your own journey to someone else's, and you start to rate yourself on some sort of imaginary system that says that where you're at is either better than or less than someone else's. In the movie The Shift, Wayne Dyer has a great analogy where he talks about an apple pie, and how an apple pie, if you cut it into pieces and you give different people a piece of the apple pie, even though it's not the whole apple pie, it's still a part of the apple pie, and it's still apple pie that's on the plate. And the same is true with our spirit, that we come from spirit. I am a slice of spirit right here, right now, as are you. And when we are this slice of spirit that's showing up, that means that where I was yesterday and where I am today doesn't actually matter, because I'm still the spirit. I'm still the universe. And this is true for all of us. It's true for the murderers. It's true for the homeless. It's true for the ones who are speaking their truth. It's true for the ones who are rich. It's true for the ones who are singing every day. It's true for the children. It's true for the elderly. It's true for everybody, that we're all just spirit showing up. And as soon as you start to decide that you're actually separated from someone else, and that your journey is either above or below what someone else's journey is, you actually start to separate yourself from this idea of the oneness, that the universe is here, that we're here as that oneness. And so finding love and compassion for where someone's at is really the ideal here. And actually, it's to find love and compassion for yourself as well. Because if you're comparing yourself to someone else and you're not focused on what it is that you're doing, you actually start to scatter your energies out. we all need to come to this place of just being love and to just accept ourselves at whatever path in the journey we're at, and to love ourselves in whatever path of the journey that we're at, and to not look at it as being running a race or falling behind in a race, because there's not a race happening. There is no finish line. Our souls are absolutely infinite, and they're going to carry on, and they're going to carry on. And even though I'm doing all of this spiritual work in this lifetime, because that's what my soul has signed up to do in this lifetime, in the next lifetime I might be a drug dealer that I don't know, I could be a drug dealer. It doesn't actually matter what it is I'm showing up as long as I'm doing the lessons that my soul needs to learn, and not trying to figure out what everyone else's soul should be learning and deciding that they are ahead or beyond me in the journey because of what their soul is choosing to learn in this lifetime. Anyways, if you have any questions, drop them below. And as always, send in your own questions and stuff, and I will do my best to answer them. Have a great day and enjoy your weekend. Bye-bye.